Okay, we're here in the kitchen today. Big Jim Country Boy, Little Jim Country Boy. Okay, Little Jim Country Boy is going to show us how to make an easy, quick, sugar-free apple pie. Or some say no sugar added, because even just peeled apples have sugar in them naturally. As you can see, this is the spent peels and cores. Rid of that. Okay, we've got pre-made pastry from the supermarket in these rolls. You unroll, as you'll see, and it's pretty quick and easy. So have at it. You just gently get it started, and then it rolls. By the way, these are refrigerated, so you have to take them out for 10 or 15 minutes and let them sit at room temperature so they soften a little bit. You press the bottom down, get all the air holes out. Make sure you got a nice fit, and then fold the top over the pan centered. If you should rip it, usually it happens or it'll crack because you take it out too cold and try this. You can just take a little warm water on your finger and kind of glue it or weld it back together with the water. So in goes nothing but the apples so far. And a little light-handed with the nutmeg, not a whole lot, just a little dusting. Kind of want it to look like a little bit of pepper on there. Can you see that? That's the nutmeg. Now we like cinnamon, right, Jim?
Oh yeah.
So you kind of that on there with a heavy hand, and this is going to bubble and cook through as the apples cook. And then we need just a little bit of butter, like maybe a tablespoon. Yeah, it's about a half a tablespoon. And seems like a lot of butter, maybe a lot of fat, but it's not, because of a lot more in the crust. But that's just a little added, it's a little flavor to it when the apples cook in with it. And this is at least 8 servings, 8 slices of pie, so it's not that bad. And it is real butter, not that pasteurized margarine garbage. Hands out. And then we're going to put that centered over the pie. You want to seal the outside crust around the pie pan real good by grabbing both of them and twisting it over, if you can see that, together so that it makes a seal. You want to pinch both of them together and twist it over and then flatten it out. And repeat this all the way around the pie pan. You have to fold it and seal it. It's right to tug on it a little bit if you have to, if you're a little off center. Just be gentle. If you rip the dough on the top a little bit, don't worry about it, because we're going to punch air holes. You need air holes in there to let the steam out anyway, vents. Or it'll swell up like a balloon and pop over your oven. Just a little off center, so it's just pulling across to see lightly, gently, and then pressing it down on this rim here, this flat edge on the pie pan. You just pull it out a little bit and push it out so you're even all the way around. And then now, the method we're going to use today is with a fork. Take the fork and you go around and push down, and you can see that, and it leaves that texture. See, and we have a little bit of a hole here. That's okay. If you're really worried, you could pull this out and press it down. But like I said, we need to put some vents around there anyway, so it'll be fine. And then you just overlap. Put the fork into one, just to keep your rhythm and pattern if you like. Push straight down. It's not real hard, but firm. As you can see, we're using a plastic utensil, so. And then you just go all the way around the pie like that to seal the crust, and it makes it look nicer and more uniform than this. It's a little rustic look. If you like that, that's fine, but we're going for more uniform. Should make Jim sing us a song or something while he's doing this. He's making us wait here. We're going to lose interest in sharing the YouTube channel. You don't hurry it up. Bear with us here. It gets better. It's just a little bit labor intense. And another tip is he's smashing down with his thumb, turning the pie pan. I don't know if you noticed that. You can rewind your YouTube. One way you can turn the pie is like this. You put your hand underneath and lift it this way. Lift underneath and turn. Lift and turn with your hand underneath, so you're not grabbing like this and flattening it out. Now, it doesn't really matter how you put vent holes in there. You can use a fork, a knife, or whatever you like. Jim looks like he's going to take the 3-prong fork. With the 1 prong, he busted off. Switch hands for us there, Jim, so we can see you. And he's just going to stab some air holes in there. You can get fancy and carve your name out of there with a sharp knife if you like. There's plenty of cookbooks to show you how to make different designs and patterns. And you could always do the lattice crust on top if you prefer that. I don't, but... So now it's off to the oven. We're going to put it here on just a cookie sheet wrapped in foil, so it's easy cleanup if it makes a mess. And that goes into the oven next to the one I already made. And oven's on what we have is speed bake on a gas oven, which is like a convection oven, but it's gas. They call it speed bake. That thing spinning's the fan in the back of the oven. I don't know, I think you can see it, but there's a fan back there, trust me. Here, maybe I can, there we go, I lit it up for you. See that round thing? That's got a fan in there, but it only spins when the door's closed. And that's called speed bake. They call it on a gas, but it's like a convection oven. We actually set this oven at 375, and every time you do that with the speed bake function, it automatically lowers it down 25 degrees. So we'll get back to you here when they come out of the oven in an hour. Okay, it's been 34 minutes, approximately half done. Still looks like raw dough, but they're heating up, and those apples are raw too, so you want to cook them till they're a dark golden brown. It might even be an hour and a half, but we'll see. Okay, it's been about an hour and a half, and off. I believe they will be ready. That one over there. That is the apple that you saw. And this one is actually apple, probably with a cupful of fresh blueberries in there, and the zest of one small medium lemon. And there you have it. Sugar-free, delicious pie. Okay, the pies are done, and they've cooled slightly. And, everybody's twisting my arm to give a little shot here and see. Exactly what goes on inside here. This is the one little Jim Country Boy made. There you go. Perfection. Let's flip some of this out of the way here so you can see the undercarriage. Looks good. Delicious sugar-free apple pie. Yep. Although you didn't see us make this one, we just didn't think about videoing it until after the fact. This one is apples and lemon zest of one lemon and some fresh blueberries. And again, no sugar, no sweetener of any kind. And just thought we'd get into it. Take a look here. This crust is very crispy. You can see in there's not really a lot of liquid. Not real runny. Now, unlike the apple pie that has a little bit of butter in it, this one doesn't. Instead, we went less fat. We used some lemon zest, apples, and blueberry. And that's what it looks like. And there's no added sugar. Of course, there's some in the flour that made the crust, but nothing that we did. Nothing loaded with sugar and syrup like you would already buy in the store. So kind of a little cheat treat that's not so bad. Let us know in the comment box what you think.